Reach, man. Reach. What do you think I'm doing, man? Reach. I don't have long arms. Come on, reach. Oh my God, get the fuck out of here.
What's up, Rebels? What's up, Pride Crew? Doug here at Pride Conditioning, and we are on part 3 of our 5-part series on rowing technique to improve your 2,000 meter time and really to improve your overall rowing technique. So this week we are going over reach. Ready? Here we go. So this week we are going over reach, and this is an issue that we normally see with shorter rowers. We normally don't see this with taller rowers. Taller rowers tend to extend and give a full extension. The reason why we usually see this with shorter rowers is that shorter rowers a lot of times believe in their heads that because they're shorter and they don't have as long of a reach, that what they need is turnover. And while this is true, technically it's true, you will need more turnover if you are a shorter rower, but that doesn't mean that you should shorten your reach. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about with reach. So the issue with reach and shorter rowers is that what we will normally see is shorter rowers will come to a stop here. They won't come in any further. So this becomes a problem because your stroke rate is north of 30 strokes a minute, 35, 40 strokes a minute, but you're really not going anywhere. It's almost like when you see a cartoon, you know, Wile E. Coyote, and he's like running and running and running and running. His feet are moving, but he's not going anywhere, you know, like your dog on your kitchen floor. So it's exactly the same when you're a shorter rower. So when you're a shorter rower, which obviously I'm not, so I don't have that perspective, but we've trained over 1,000 people here, and we've seen this frequently with shorter rowers, is that you really need to extend your reach. So we need to extend that reach as far as we can without completely rounding over your back, but also without a massive amount of heel lift on your heels. So I can hit all the way to the stop. I have very long arms, but my heels start to come off of the plate. So we need to make sure that in this position, right, my heels are like an inch off the plate. That reach is just a touch too far. So you're actually losing a little bit of power reaching that far. But we will frequently see people who their reach just stops right here, or their reach will only go just barely beyond their legs because they won't sink and they won't have any forward lean. So this forward lean, right, we tell people, you know, 10 to 2 or 11 to 1, give or take. 10 to 2 is about where we usually get to. So at this 10 o'clock position, my heels are still, they're just barely starting to lift off of the foot plate. So that's my best reach right there. If I stop here, my stroke count will go up, and it seems like I'm really moving very quickly because I'm moving back and forth. Just because you're moving back and forth really quickly doesn't mean that your time is going to go down. It doesn't mean you're faster. It means you're doing more work and not getting the full length of your pull. Now, the flip side to this is on the back end, this pull, and we're going to go over that in the next video. So for this week, this is what you guys are going to focus on now, is getting that 10 o'clock reach position and full extension of those arms, trying to get those shins almost straight up and down without the heels lifting off of the foot plate. This will give you your greatest reach advantage and your biggest pull. Longer pull, bigger pull equals more meters rode in less time. So stop moving back and forth as quickly as possible and focus on the length of your reach and the strength of your pull. So that's it for this week, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Please subscribe, please comment. And that's it, guys. Thanks. Peace.